Cold, miserable, wet and horrible out there today, so I thought I would jump in the van and hit some charity shops. Join me if you want. We're off to Bury St Edmunds. Never done Bury St Edmunds on video before, so we'll go have a look, see what we can get. Certainly not going to get anywhere, am I, if I don't unplug it? Jesus. Show you the van real quick. None of you seen this before. It's a little Renault Kangoo electric. They've got a real slow charging on them, which makes them really cheap to buy. The range in the middle of winter, as you can see, is really poor, only 82 miles. That does rise to about 120 when the weather's nice and you haven't got your heaters on and the wipers and the lights and all the rest of it. So yeah, for where I go and what I do, this thing is absolutely ideal. I can put it on charge overnight. It cost me about 12 quid a week to run it. Way cheaper than diesel or petrol. So yeah, so we're now using the van. Right people, here is our first location. It is the reuse shop in Bury St Edmunds. Lots of push bikes and bits and pieces outside. We'll get inside and see what there is. Let's go. Right, first off the bat, there's a brand new Dynamite Unicorn dartboard there. Unfortunately it's drenched, so that probably means it's kaput. There is some micro scooters, actual proper micro scooters. Unfortunately some of them do seem to have seen better days. Look at all these floaties. So they are another swings. It's a whole swing set. Look at that. Everything in there. We're just perusing at the minute. Got all the push bikes. Probably some good money to make out the push bikes. I just can't store them, guys. I just don't have the room. I mean, big things like walkers, if I pick those up, I mean, they're big enough. What is this? Oh, I thought that was going to be a croquet set or something. Anyway, we'll keep going. Look at that brand new Velux skylights. I bet there's some good money. I wouldn't want to post it out though, eh? There's some good prices on these guys. Knee rovers. These are the ones that you pop your knee on. Got second-hand ones here for well over £100, £80, 175, 149, 60, 60. The only problem is I don't know what the price is. There's no price actually on this. I mean, it's in very good condition because they're only really used inside, indoors. I'm presuming they're meant to have a basket on the front, which this one doesn't have anymore. But we'll find a price out for that. Salomon X Pro 100 ski boots, nice big size. Again, no price. Inline rollerblades, Quencher snow boots. Just coming out of the season now though, aren't we? Middle of Feb. Just keep going, I've not even been inside yet. Bit of music going on in here, so have to be short clips. 35, 40, 80. Wowzers. This is quite interesting. This is a whole box of Hornby bits. The whole lot's going as a job lot for £50. Unfortunately, it's Hornby and Trian. Unfortunately, there isn't any carriages or actual engines. I don't know why that Lego isn't there. There is the control box. I have to see how much this one's worth. Yeah, unfortunately the control centre itself is probably only worth in between 5 and 13 quid. So all the money would be in whatever else is in there, and it literally just looks like track and nothing else. So that one's not for us, but it doesn't mean there isn't other things. Now this is a shame because this whole box of Lego is only 30 quid, but all the minifigures are fake. Yeah, they're not Lego. It's such a shame. Now then, look at this. DVD, video and television. 50 quid. This might be a winner. Let's do a bit of research. So there we go guys, first shop is done. The 2 purchases secured. The knee roller came out at £20. He's not happy, is he? The knee roller came out at £20. Should be 50 to 80 back on that. A TV, £50 again. No remote control, but he did say it's all tested and all working. I'll get a remote for it. I think they're about £11. Anywhere in between 100 and the most expensive one. I saw a brand new one in a box for 450 quid that had sold. But these, in between 80 and 150. Still a decent profit in it. It's just a bigger outlay, because obviously. But the nice thing is, of course, you've got a receipt. If these things don't work, you can bring them back, guys. That's the nice thing. You've not wasted your 50 quid. So yeah, on to the next one, wherever that may be. Okay, a bit of a Brucey bonus this one, guys, because we've got the St Nicholas Hospice there, and then the RSPCA next door. So we'll go check these out. There does look like some nice bits in here, guys, but I've got a reseller's nightmare. I've got no reception. The old penguin cookie jar. I'm sure this is dusty bin. Does that say 19? I think it says 1985 on the bottom. That's £8. I believe that is as well. Still got no reception. Oh. These are really cool. Tetley's tea bag. Tea towels. No year on them, but they are only £2 for two, by the look of it, I think. We'll take pictures of stuff and then go back outside. I think that's the easiest way. Not a great deal else I can do. This place is huge though, and there's upstairs yet too. Sorry guys, I can't pick up anything from that charity shop. I've been in the car park in 4 different places, took pictures of the things I wanted to research, and I cannot get a reception whatsoever anywhere around here. We've got the electric railway behind us. I don't know if that's some kind of interference. I mean, the housing estate in front of us is absolutely huge. You'd expect them to have some internet, but yeah. Might do a bit of research when I get 5 minutes down the road on those items and maybe pop back and pick them up if they're worth out. But at the end of the day, I'm not paying £8 a piece for money boxes and cookie jars to then find out they're only worth half of what I paid for them. That's not the aim of the game, is it? So, on to the next location. Right guys, third location. This one is called the Gatehouse at Bury St Edmunds. Home store, food bank and community hub. We'll have to see what there is in there and what we can get. I did check the prices out of those other bits when I got some reception, and they were all over the price of what the bits were selling on eBay. So yeah, we'll give that a miss. Well, that's that one a flop, isn't it? It's shut. Brilliant. Tells you on the website it's open. It's not. Right guys, third location, Sue Ryder. Don't know if I've ever been in this one before, but it does say it does furniture and bits and pieces. Let's have a look, see if there's what we can get. CTVs. Right guys, once again, reception at Bury St Edmunds has driven me mad and I couldn't do any research. But there's a couple of items in here that look like they're worth picking up. A jelly bean dispenser and a vacuum cleaner with no charger. But the head of the vacuum cleaner is about 35–40 quid. But I think the vacuum's only 15. Right then, there we go, the bits I went back in for. The jelly bean dispenser, they're not worth a lot. However, the chrome ones, I believe, are the ones with the glass bit on there, usually 15 to 20 quid, £2.50 on that one. I lied. The vacuum cleaner did come with its charger, all tested, working and pat tested. £15. The heads, as I say, 35 to 40 quid just on those. So we'll pop that in there. And then last but not least, the Sony CFD V7. I had loads of them. Paid up a little bit, it was 12 quid. But they're usually 30 to 40, I think, if I remember rightly from last time. I just got to do a bit of research on a camera that I saw in there that I couldn't get reception to have a look at, and then we'll be off. Okay, so this is the camera that it is. C4000 zoom 4 megapixel, nothing fantastic. 20 quid, 25, 20, 22, 24, 15, 29, 50, 21, 25. I've only got a fiver on it, and I think I've got a fiver in my wallet, so I think we'll go back and get that. There she is, guys. Little Canon C4000 zoom with all its instructions, a few bits and pieces. £5. 5 into 20, 20. Right guys, we are done in Bury St Edmunds. Some nice pickups out of that little Sue Ryder there, some nice little bits and pieces. We're not going to finish the video there, we're actually going to continue. Half an hour down the road just over is Haverhill, and they've got a lovely big charity shop there. So, as it's still only early, 11 o'clock in the morning, we will drive over to Haverhill and we will have a look in their charity shop as well. Yeah, I'll bring you back in when we get there. Let's see how much stuff we can pick up in one day. Right, so we're in Haverhill and we're going in the YMCA. Jesus. £3.50. Many of these can be good money. Well, these ones are about 50 to 60. Nothing in that one. I think I'll be picking this up. Got the strap, so that's good. I think it's new. I think we'll get that. There's one for, it's 15 quid. I've seen one for sale on eBay for 65. All working. Test the zips. Looks good to me. Just seen all these guys, they're all 6 quid a piece. Just wondering if you could stack 3 of these on top of each other. It's only 18 quid. Be interesting to see how much they are to sell. Do you know what, I think I'm going to take 3 of them. It's 18 quid. Got the chairs as well. Plenty of chairs, eh? And obviously had a office drop off. A couple more pickups there, guys. Bus, hold all with all the bits and pieces, and then a Scots of Stir. We'll have a look at it all when we get back. Coffee pot machine kettle maker thing. Right, I've got to go back round there because I bought 3 of them filing cabinets. Thank you. Oh, she's a squeeze. She is a squeeze. Come on, in you go. Don't trap your fingers. Get off. In you go. Come on. Oh, she's in. Jeez. Yeah, we're full for today. Jesus. Alright. I did notice that the chrome ones seemed to go for more money. That was only £2.50, guys. On the shelf, there you go. Price on screen. Pre-owned, £23.50. But the main one is the one right in the middle. No box, £22. I've put 20 quid down as my rough estimate for the one I've got. And then the next is the Boast bag. I paid 15, I believe, for it. There are sold at £35, £29.86. I didn't put the correct thing in when I did the search. There are others on there that are a bit more than that, actually. But I'll be aiming for 35 back on that. There she is. Checked all the zips, they all work. I believe it's still brand new because the wheels are like new and the straps inside, and so is the silica gel. So I think I might even be able to, with a wipe over, sell it as new other. So that was that one. Conservatively put that down for 30 quid as well. Then the last one on the list was the Scots of Stow Coffee Percolator Electric Stainless Steel. Random prices on these ones, guys. Anywhere from 40 down to 20. There was a couple that were a bit more than that. They were in boxes, and there were a couple that were a bit less than that. I've put mine down bang in the middle at 30 quid. I'll probably chance my arm at like 36.99 and then come down from there. So yeah, so total purchase price for today was £142.50. £142. Total predicted sales price on the prices I've just given you a £430, and that leaves us with a pre-tax profit of 288 quid. So as you can see, for probably 4.5 hours at work, I know we've got to list them and package them as well on top of that, but it's not too bad. Right, guys, we are back, and we have got some figures in front of us. Everything here, everything you can see is everything we've picked up today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items for a total expenditure of £142.50. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through them on the TV rather than showing you screenshots. I'm trying to make this video as easy as possible for me, just to give it a test to see if you guys still enjoy it. And if not, I'll go back to what I said in my previous video and not bother doing any more. Probably the belter of the day, the TV. As you can see, prices on screen. Anywhere from 135, 177, 142, 154. £50 paid for that one. Next on the list was the digital camera, £5 paid. All sorts of prices. I'm aiming back for about 120 quid on... 120 quid, I wish. 20 quid back on that one. The radiator, the floor one, it is that exact one there, that green one, £107. The only thing I've got missing is the basket from the front, that little basket just there. That unfortunately is missing, but £107 there, £89 and 10 pence without the basket. I've put mine down at about 80 quid. Next on the list is the vacuum cleaner, the one that I said didn't have a charger, but then lo and behold, just as I was going to the till, he went and pulled the charger out for me. So that is complete. So for sale price there, £15 as seen on screen. Sold prices are good for these ones, guys. Unlimited 7 cordless vacuum cleaner. Ignore the bottom one that says Aqua. And there's 3 of them there sold. £109, £99.79, £78. So yeah, not bad. 15 quid for that one. Next on the list is the Sony CFD V7. I think this is the 4th or 5th one of these I've sold. In fact, I believe that one just there was my listing when we were in the other room. £59 and 99 pence. I've conservatively put mine down at 40 quid. So yeah, fingers crossed I'll get 40 quid back from that. That was £12. Paid up a little bit for that. I don't usually go for more than 5 or 8 quid if I'm buying them. Next on the list is the little jelly bean factory thing. I did notice that the chrome ones seem to go for more money. And then just before you disappear, guys, I do have some sales going out today. The little Furby, I thought it was going to be mega money. It's not quite in as decent, look, you can't even see him. It's not in quite as decent shape as I'd like. He's got a bit of a mucky belly, but it has still got the tags on. I originally put it up for 100 quid. I think I've probably had it about 4 months. I reduced it. Nobody bought it. It cost me £1. But it's eventually sold, and it sold for 25 quid. So yeah, perfectly happy with that. A good old school, well, not old school actually, new school Nokia 3310 3G Easy Mobile. Not the old ones, the newer ones. You can still replace the batteries. They've still got cool games and stuff. Is it still powered on? No, it's not. I believe that sold for 15 quid. That would have been £1 or something at the bottom of a bag of stuff that I picked up. In fact, there was a bag of stuff that I picked up, and it was a real good haul. And then next on the list was this box of bits here. Now, if you don't know what these are called rock tumblers. And essentially it's for making normal rocks go all shiny and lovely and using them for display and stuff like that. So you just get a normal rock like that, pop it in the rock tumbler, leave it in there overnight. In this box, the actual rock tumbler is in there. Big box of National Geographic grinders, the actual rubber things. These are like 80 quid a piece, brand new, from that brand. And then there's loads of other stuff. There's the media that goes in with them and all the rest of it. Those all came from the Arthur Rank for 20 quid, and that is sold for £89 and 99 pence. I've got loads of sales that have gone out that you would have been interested to see. I've had Sega Game Gears. In fact, I've got one on auction now. I had 2 of them. I listed them as spares or repairs, so there was no comeback. The first one was with 2 games, I think, sold for 50 odd quid. Here she is. Look, there's the second one. Excuse me. Lovely things, Game Gears, absolutely fantastic. There's a couple of games for them in there as well. Yeah, last one sold on auction for 50 odd quid. That one is currently on auction. I think it's up to about 20 odd at the minute, but I think we've got like 3 or 4 days left to go. And the insulation, as I've not really spoke to you in winter, the insulation and the tiny little radiator behind me are doing absolute wonders in here. The current temperature is just short of 20 degrees. Now, if I'm in here with a jumper on and I'm working, I'll tell you what, I'm sweating. So it's a good place to be. Right, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to give this one a go. I'm going to make everything as simple as possible. No screenshots, none of that. Just me talking to you. Probably not even any editing. Just shove the whole thing together and put it on YouTube and see if you like it. If you like it, you like it. Listen, is there any of these that you'd have picked up? Put a comment. See what you think. I won't say see you in the next one because it's a bit of a trial by fire, but we'll give it a go, eh, guys?